It's Friday, the 27th of September 2019. And we've got a good snake and a bad snake. This video is about the bad snake, Rebekah. The bad hurricane, Rebekah. The next eruption of Steamboat Geyser is going to warn for Rebekah. Hurricane Rebekah. A Halloween hurricane. And she's bad, like Dorian was bad. Lorenzo is a good hurricane. 117. Selwyn is 117. Huracan is 88. Okay, so it could be that Lorenzo is a bit of a brat. It could turn out that he's a bit of a brat. But he's a good brat, if you know what I mean. Steamboat Geyser. Its next eruption is coming on Tuesday, the 1st of October, 2019 at 1:47. You probably don't know what I mean when I say good brat. But there are venomous snakes and there are bad snakes. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know that was going to be there. Monster snake. Because actually what I've written here is about snakes. Snake catchers have removed a monstrous red-bellied black snake from a home in far north Queensland. Red-bellied black snakes are venomous, but they're not as bad as brown snakes, taipans, tiger snakes. But they can cause bleeding, swelling, nausea, vomiting, headache, abdominal pain, diarrhea, sweating, local or general muscle pain and weakness. So not exactly pleasant. No recorded human deaths, but a whole stack of not so nice. Wow, that is a big snake. 1.8 meters is massive. So a good snake and a bad snake. That's kind of weird because what I've written is about snakes. About the snake, the bad snake, the venomous snake. Rebekah as a hurricane, as a huracan. Hurricane, huracan. Like Dorian. Dorian was bad. Of Greek origin. Unisex name, Dorian. Comes from the poem by Oscar Wilde. That's where the name was first used. Dorian. The picture of Dorian Gray. So, today's hurricane. What's today's hurricane? It's Lorenzo, right? He's the good snake. A brat snake. I guess like the red-bellied black snake. A brat snake. Neither good nor bad, exactly. Neither quite one or the other. A brat snake. Gabrielle. She was the one I was making a big deal about. I thought Gabrielle was going to be the bad one, even though it's the name of an angel. I'm thinking it's a good name that turns out to be bad. So I thought, well, Gabriel, angel. Okay, well that makes sense. And then I was thinking Jerry, because Jake's dad is Jerry. A good name that turns out to be bad. Dorian, I never saw that as a good name, because Dorian's kind of a dark character in the poem and the movie. The picture of Dorian Gray. It's the kind of one I would have made a dark prediction for anyway. But there's another one. Dorian has a brother or a sister. I want to look up the thing about Gabrielle that was strange is that she died for 6 hours on September 6th. And our good snake boy, well, he was born on September 6th. So September 6th was his birthday. And that's the weird thing. Gabrielle, the hurricane, died for 6 hours, it said, on September 6th. It's where it says post-tropical cyclone. That was Gabrielle, the one with the angel name. But today's storm is Lorenzo. Category 4 Lorenzo in beast mode. September 26, 2019 And there he is. Lorenzo, the good hurricane, although he's a brat. The good serpent. The one connected to Selwyn. Canberra. What's happening in Canberra this week? It's going to warm up. Finally. As we head into October, it's warming up. As it does, as it should. And in the United States, it'll be cooling down. You'd think. But maybe it's not. I heard maybe it's not. So, thing I read this morning that really caught my attention, because I spent so much time talking about, oh yeah, Karen was the last named storm in 1989. Karen. So there was no L storm in 1989. The year Jake was taken by a bad snake. Here we go. Jake, the good snake, taken by the bad snake. I made a big thing about Gabrielle in 2019. I didn't know she had been similar to Lorenzo back in 1989. I only found that today when I read this blog. Well, of course I didn't know, because Lorenzo didn't happen until today. So the comparison wasn't made until today, when Lorenzo did what he did, became beastly, a bit of a brat, but a good boy, a good snake, a brat snake, a good brat, Lorenzo. You could say, you might say, I would say, that a red-bellied black snake is a good snake, but a brat nonetheless. So, Hurricane Lorenzo is today's big news, because Karen's fading away. Does Lorenzo come up? It's not a big news story, because it's not threatening anything, except for a boat. I did hear a boat was taking on water and threatening to sink. But because it's out in the middle of the Atlantic, Central Atlantic storm, it's not a big news story. It's a decent news story, but it's not huge as a news story. Definitely not huge as a news story, but definitely huge as a hurricane. Hurricane Lorenzo is the strongest hurricane on record in the eastern Atlantic Ocean. There you go, strongest on record. 5 hours ago. So it's got even stronger. You can see that the eye looks really defined. Yeah, got to category. Oh yeah, so 145 miles per hour. That is impressive for that part of the world, because the ocean temperatures aren't as warm there. That is very impressive. That's maxing out to at really what a hurricane can max at. It couldn't really do much more than that, considering the water temperatures where it is. It's maxing out as an athlete. A good athlete. A good serpent. But a brat nonetheless. A good brat. There is such a thing as a good brat. Lorenzo is a good brat. And there is such a thing as a good snake. Lorenzo is a good snake, although he's a brat. A bratty python. Powerful and bratty, but good anyway. Good heart, loving, a bit like the DJ. But there's another bad one coming. That's what I've known all along. Another bad one. The one that's going to hit the USA. When's it going to come? I'm thinking Halloween. Could be wrong. But I'm going with Halloween because red rain. The twins, the connection was the twins. And I discovered red rain on Halloween in 2015. Lorenzo goes off the chart. Off the chart. So the most powerful hurricane on record for the Eastern Atlantic. Oh yeah, I heard this is the ship that got into trouble. So an international rescue mission has been launched to rescue a bourbon anchor handler, that has been lashed by Category 4. Yes, well, lashed by Lorenzo. Okay, well, strongest on record in the Eastern Atlantic Ocean. Not bad. Steamboat's going to warn us for the bad one. The monster that makes landfall. I found this book on Halloween. I didn't go looking for it, but I had written red rain equals 69 a couple of hours before I noticed this book sitting on the shelf at the library. I wrote red rain equals 69 while I was at home. The song by Peter Gabriel. That's why I wrote it. And then I added up the letters. Red rain 69. So the warning is coming on the 1st of October at 1:47. It's the value of Hurricane Rebekah. Hurricane Rebekah equals 147. So it's a direct, clear warning from Steamboat Giza. World clock. Let's have a look. It's 8 o'clock in Canberra. Friday, 27th of September, 2019, in Canberra, 8 p.m. So Wyoming, where Steamboat Giza is, it'll be 16 hours earlier. 4 p.m. Friday, 4 a.m. on Friday, 27th of September, 2019. If it was 4 p.m, it would mean there was only 4 hours difference. That would mean Wyoming would be a lot closer than it is. No, it's 16 hours away. How many kilometers? A lot. Brat is 41. Brat. Who is our brat? Pick a name, any name. Red rain equals 69. Lorenzo is our brat. Powerful, athletic. Now we're talking about the evil one, the evil snake. Rebekah's eel fangs. So she's an eel. Powerful eel. And Rebekah is a good name in the Bible. So it's a name, that's what I found this morning. Red rain, Rebekah's eel fangs. Venom of evil snakes. And because Rebekah is a good name in the Bible, I've really emphasized that in this context of the hurricane, it's evil. Red rain, Rebekah's eel fangs. Daniel and Samuel. Daniel is the evil twin in red rain. Venom of evil snakes. The 69th major eruption of Steamboat Giza came at 6:22 Mountain Daylight Time on Wednesday, 25th of September 2019, after an interval of 7 days, 6 hours and 40 minutes. 7 days, 6 hours and 40 minutes. Thicket is 76. And pain is 40. A pain in the thicket. A venomous snake. The bite's not painful. It's the venom. 23:42 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time on Tuesday, 17th of September 2019. That was the previous eruption. That's what creates the interval. 7 days, 6 hours, 40 minutes. Brings us up to the eruption that happened on Wednesday, the 25th of September 2019. 5 5s are 25. It was on the 25th. Wicked is 55. 5 5s are 25. 5 5s are 25. Baddie equals 25. She's a baddie. In this context, as a hurricane, Rebekah in 2019 is a baddie. To be clear, she's the twin of Dorian. Venomous Rebekah, venomous snake, violent cyclone, freakish hurricane. And because she's coming late, and because there's already been so many bad storms, this is the most dangerous one. This is when people say, nah. Steamboat is going to warn us for that reason. Going to warn you. East coast of America. Rebekah on Halloween. East coast, Gulf of Mexico. It's more likely to be Gulf of Mexico, I suppose, if it's Halloween. If it's so late. But then it could be Florida. The waters are still warm at the end of October. Still warm enough for a powerful hurricane. Rebekah on Halloween. I found red rain on Halloween. It just makes sense. The last interval was 174 hours. Rebekah on Halloween. The last interval of Steamboat Giza. 174 hours and 40 minutes. You see, it's the same interval. 7 days and 6 hours is 174 hours. Rebekah on Halloween. Bad name is 40. 40 minutes. 174 hours and 40 minutes. The time was 6:22. And that brings us to... don't really need it twice, do we? I've doubled up there. So which would be the best? Yeah, get rid of that one. Bad name of the zombie. So the next eruption is number 70. And that's the one that's going to be the warning. That's the one that's coming at 1:47 AM Mountain Daylight Time on Tuesday, 1st of September 2019. It's the warning date for Hurricane Rebekah. Disc Jockey Ming, 1:47. That's the interval, 147 hours. Freakish Zombie, Boys Lorenzo. Boys Warning, date of Steamboat. And the focus here is on the evil snake, Rebekah. I could do a whole lot more on the good snake, Lorenzo and Selwyn. But I'm focused on the evil snake in this one. So it's 5 days, 19 hours, 25 minutes. That's our interval. 5 days, 19 hours, 25 minutes. Yes. That is 147 hours and 25 minutes. The warning of Steamboat Giza. A 139 hours. Not 147 hours. Yeah, my mistake. 1:47 is the time. I thought I was saying something wrong. I was. It's not 147 hours. The time is 1:47. 5 days and 19 hours is 139 hours. So that's the interval. It's the value of Serpent Lady, Hurricane Lady, Deceptive Rebekah. 13 and 9 is 22. Eel, bad face. The time, 1:47 AM, Mountain Daylight Time, on Tuesday, 1st of October 2019. Halloween of Jacob. Bad Boy Prophet, Philip Kelly, Jacob's Serpent. Serpent Snake, Jacob's Hurricane, was dangerous. Evil Lady, Major Hurricane Rebekah. Hurricane Rebekah, 1:47. But maybe the interval is 1:47. Maybe that's actually the interval. It doesn't really matter as long as the message gets across. Nathan Jacob's snake was bad Rebekah. Ideally, it's what I said, but the chances of Steamboat Giza going off exactly when I said, obviously not high. But as long as you can see the connection when it happens, when the eruption comes, then I guess we're all good. Halloween equals 95. Steamboat Giza, 175. Prediction is 113. Symbol is 86. Bratty is 86. Bratty. Halloween, 95. Steamboat Giza, 175. My full name has a value of 212. Philip Andrew Kelly. That was there before. I didn't mention it. So, that's it really. Bad Boy, 49. Steamboat Giza. Its last eruption was when I said 25th of September. 25th of September was Wednesday. So the next eruption is coming on the 1st, and it's coming at 1:47 AM on the 1st of October. Tuesday the 1st of October, 1:47 AM. It's the value of Hurricane Rebekah. And there's the interval that we looked at. 7 days, 6 hours, 40 minutes. So there you have it. That's the warning from Steamboat Giza for Hurricane Rebekah. That's what's happening. That's what's coming.